you? I hope that you will be fine and happy. Today we will read this chapter 6, Pillars of Democracy. Okay, so let us start now this chapter, kids. As we have read that democracy is the best form of the government. जैसे कि ये जो प्रजातांत्रिक सरकार है, जैसे हमने पहले चैप्टर में पढ़ा था, यह सबसे बेस्ट सरकार है. ओके, ये जो वर्क करती है फॉर द वेलफेयर ऑफ द सिटीजन, नागरिकों के कल्याण के लिए करती है. बट फॉर डेमोक्रेसी टू बिकम सक्सेसफुल, और यही जो डेमोक्रेसी गवर्नमेंट है वही क्या होती है, बिकम सक्सेसफुल होती है. दे आर द सर्टेन एलिमेंट्स दैट अ कंट्री शुड हैव. These elements are very necessary and are essential conditions for the successful working of a democratic government. प्रजातांत्रिक सरकार में सबसे ज्यादा महत्वपूर्ण कार्य होता है कि लोगों को, प्रजातंत्र में देश में रहते हुए लोगों को क्या करना, उनको अधिक से अधिक वेलफेयर की तरफ ले जाना. In this chapter we shall study about these essential features. There are the certain elements that are the important for the success of democracy. Okay, चलिए, number first है equality. Equality is the most important features of democracy. प्रजातांत्रिक सरकार में जो equality है, समानता है, सबसे ज्यादा prominent role play करती है. Irrespective of the qualification, चाहे वो शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में हो, every person has been given the right to vote. जिस तरह प्रत्येक व्यक्ति को वोट देने का अधिकार है, द बेसिक ऑफ द यूनिवर्सल एडल्ट सेंसस के अनुसार इन अ डेमोक्रेसी कंट्री में ईच वोट रिप्रेजेंट द डेस्टिनी. उसी तरह प्रत्येक लोग का, चाहे वो मेल हो चाहे वो बेमन हो, उन लोगों को अपनी वोट देने का उतना ही समान अधिकार दिया गया है. एंड इक्वालिटी ऑफ द ईच सिटीजन ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी, देश में रहने वाला प्रत्येक नागरिक समान है. एंड दिस शो दैट इन द डेमोक्रेसी पीपल आर सुप्रीम, और सभी को पूरी शक्ति दी गई है. दिस इज कॉल्ड पॉलिटिकल इक्वलिटीज. इसी को हम पॉलिटिकल समानता कहते हैं. बट इज अलोन इट इज नॉट सफिशिएंट. दे शुड बी इक्वलिटी इन अदर एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ लाइफ एज वेल. ऑल द सिटीजंस शुड गेट इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटी टू डेवलप एंड प्रॉस्पर इन देयर लाइफ. However, each person cannot have same social economic status. It is varies according to the capability and the caliber of the individual. In fact, there are the social factors in our country which give rise to the inequality among certain group of the people, and they become victim of the prejudice. The democratic government always makes efforts to provide the conditions that are meant for the welfare of the disadvantaged section in the society. Even the constitution, the laws contain provisions which aims at ending the marginalization of the people of some communities in particular. Okay, चलिए, decision making mechanism है. In the democracy में there are the some institutions which are carry out the work of the government. यहाँ पे कुछ ऐसे इंस्टीट्यूशन बनाए गए हैं जो सरकार द्वारा जब निर्णय लिया जाता है तो उनमें बैठकर वह योजना तैयार की जाती है. These institutions are legislative, executive and the judiciary. Each institution functions in accordance with the written rules. इन इंस्टीट्यूट में जो भी रूल्स रेगुलेशन तैयार किया जाता है वो एक रिटर्न में किया जाता है एंड गाइडलाइंस की जाती है संविधान के द्वारा. Legislator is the law making body which is the composed of an elected members of parliament. The legislator reflects the will of the people. Legislator has two houses, the upper and the lower house, and each one of the three these houses is composed of the elected members who are the representatives of the people elected on the basis of the universal adult census. चलिए, next है laws are enacted by the legislature and implemented by the executive. The executive has great powers. The executive is led by the prime minister, who has the council of ministers. Thus, political executive is the responsible for the proper functioning of the country. The executive takes care of various fields like defense, foreign policy, communications, laws, and other order, economics, trade, and home affairs, etc. The executive is associated by the term of the administrative officer called civil servants. They are selected by a competitive examination and are the topmost official of the country. These civil servants constitute the non-political executives. The judiciary is the third body. It checks if the government is functioning in accordance with the law or not. Judiciary works independently and it is not answerable to legislature or the executive. Its main function is to punish the unlaw elements of the society. The judiciary has been assigned the power of the declaring any orders issued by the executive as illegal if it is not functioning in accordance with the law. Decision making process is a law process that is involves a lot of care, consideration, and acceptations of the both the legislature and the executive. Accommodation of the difference है. The governments in a democracy are formed on the basis of the majority. Decisions are also taken by the majority in the democracy. The government in a democracy is formed by the political parties who gets majority of votes. In other words, the parties that has maximum number of the elected members in the legislature can make the government. The other elected members of the other political parties from the opposition, which keeps the ruling party in check. In the case of the coalitions, the majority party can't force it will on other constitution member of the government. Their views do have to be considered before taking any policy decision. If a government does not consider the opinion and will of their allies and does not keep in mind the welfare of the people, it is thrown away by the people the next election. The government has to accommodate the minority opinion in order to enjoy the support of the people. The opposition plays a key role in legislature to keep the government under check. The opposition can have a debate session with the ruling party in which opinion of all the members of the legislative comes forward and becomes clear it is the opinion in the majority or minority. Okay, चलिए. Enlightened and the disciplined citizens है. और फॉर इफिशिएंटिंग वर्क ऑफ द डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट में जब कार्य योग्यतावश किया जाता है, इट इज नेसेसरी, यह सबसे ज्यादा आवश्यक है कि द पीपल शुड बी पॉलिटिकल अवेयर एंड द डिसिप्लिन, कि लोगों को पॉलिटिकल अवेयर होना चाहिए और डिसिप्लिन में होना चाहिए. पॉलिटिकल अवेयर सिटीजन डज नॉट मीन यदि हमें राजनीतिक बारे में पता नहीं है तो दैट दे शुड नॉट बी वेल इन्फॉर्म्ड, तब हम लोगों को सही तरह से जागरूक नहीं कर सकते. We also social responsible. As we know that in democracy, हमें politics में जाने से पहले हमें उसकी पूरी जानकारी लेनी चाहिए. Only people can bring about political changes in the country. So the people should be political well informed. Being well informed and aware helps the people to make a correct choice. While choosing their representatives among the candidates in the elections, the people can analyze the merits and the demerits of the government and can understand its role play. Their citizens should also be disciplined, which means they should know about their rights and duties. They should know their rights and be ready to perform their duties. They should also know to respect the opinion of others, which may or may not be the same as those of theirs. He should not be involved in any kind of the conflict over difference of opinion. He should be tolerant and follow the method of the persuasions instead of the using force. In this way, a disciplined, enlightened and the tolerant citizen is the essence of the democratic country. Bharat is vast country with great diversity, thus there can be the disagreements on a particular issues which can be beneficial to one group, while the other interest group may find it harmful for them. And this may result in the rise of conflicts. As in the democracy, every citizen has the right to express his views. Thus, it becomes the duty of all the citizens to listen to the views and accept the freedom of expression. All the above mentioned aspects of the democracy act as pillar of the building of the democracy. On these aspects are making democracy a popular form of governance all over the world. Abraham Lincoln, the President of the United States of America, has brightly defined democracy as the government of the people, for the people and by the people. उन्होंने भी प्रजातंत्र की स्थापना की कि लोगों के लिए, लोगों द्वारा और लोगों के लिए ही करना है. Okay. Now, kids, this chapter will be completed. I hope that you understood well. Thank you. Have a nice day.